Today is another day the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's Albertson's Pulse on YouTube. You subscribe and then you turn on post notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime you upload a video on the channel. So it's time for us to talk sports and specifically football. Yesterday we started a conversation about Trent Alexander-Arnold, one of the fantastic right backs you can find currently in world football. There was rumors about his contract. There were a lot of information about his contract, about Liverpool trying to convince him to extend his contract, but yet the guy is actually giving Liverpool a hell and doesn't want to extend his contract. Now, according to reports, Real Madrid has prioritized the signing of Trent Alexander-Arnold this summer to replace Dani Carvajal or to be a long-term replacement for Dani Carvajal for Real Madrid. And I said it yesterday that the moment Real Madrid decide to go in for a player, come on, definitely it's going to be a headache for the parents club because the standard of club football is Real Madrid, which always I would do say that I am a Barcelona fan. But the standard of world football, the standard of club football is Real Madrid. So the moment Real Madrid show interest in your player, you have a lot of things to do before you be able to convince the player to stay or extend his contract for the club. Alexander Arnold is one of the good laterals you can find in world football currently. People do criticize him about his defensive abilities and other things. Yes, it's fact. It's a fact. Defensively, he's not that aggressive. He's not that good in defense as compared to attack. But in world football currently, laterals are expected to go forward and become dangerous up front than even doing their primary responsibility. So some coaches will decide to go in for laterals who creates up front than tracking back to defend. And I think he's going to be a good player or good signing for Real Madrid if they are able to acquire the signature of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Personally, I admire this guy a lot, irrespective of the criticism he faced about his defensive abilities. He's one player, anytime he's in your squad, you won't lack creativity in it. Even if the midfield is not able to create for the attackers, personally, as a defensive or as a defender or as a lateral, will be able to create some good chances for the attackers. I think he's going to be a good signing for Real Madrid. And Liverpool are actually going to lose a lot. From the academy of Liverpool, he has played for over 5 years now, has been part of the success story of Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool in recent times. Liverpool had not won the English Premier League for over 30 years. He was part of the team that won for the first time after 30 years for the Champions League under Jurgen Klopp. He was one integral member with Andres Robertson on the left. So him leaving in Liverpool will definitely be a hell and it's going to be a burden for Liverpool. As to how they'll be able to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold will be very difficult because these kind of players, one, they understand the terrain, two, they understand the DNA and tradition of the club because it's from the youth ranks to the main team. So losing him is actually going to be a bad news for Liverpool. But hey, Real Madrid wants him. So I think if they do their things well, a player from the academy, from certain like from the youth full age being at Liverpool, they can convince him to extend his contract. He's actually a good player, and I saw him the moment he made his debut for Liverpool. I saw a future captain for Liverpool, but it's quite unfortunate that his contract extension is now becoming a problem, and now Real Madrid has prioritized him. You see, he's a priority. That's it. He's a priority. That means Madrid will be going all out in the transfer window. Madrid will talk to him will still be in contact with him to make sure this guy does not extend his contract for Liverpool. And when it comes like that, it's actually going to be difficult for Liverpool. And let's move on to Manchester United. The coaching situation of Manchester United has been a major problem since Sir Alex Ferguson left Manchester United. He won the last English Premier League for Manchester United, and since then they've been trying to replace this coach. They've been trying to get a good coach to bring Manchester United to the glory days. The David Moyes came, the Van Gaal came in, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Jose Mourinho, and now it's time for Eric Ten Hag. Ralph Rangnick, they all came in as Manchester United coaches. All these coaches came in to make sure Manchester United bounce back and start winning trophies. But it has been a problem, and I saw the news. Well, Manchester United recently terminated a contract with Sir Alex Ferguson as the ambassador, like it's some ambassadorial. The Manchester United were paying Sir Alex Ferguson. You see, I always say this that the moment a coach leaves the club, let him go. Sir Alex Ferguson is a legend at Manchester United. No two ways about that. He's one of the greatest coaches football has ever seen. But if his tenure at Manchester United is over, he should be out in the decision making of Manchester United. Because if he's in there, he might try to influence coaches about how coaches should do their work. I think that was one major problem that was affecting coaches that came to Manchester United. And even and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will go to Sir Alex Ferguson for ideas and other things. These are certain things that was affecting Manchester United. And it has been one major virus affecting Manchester United. So now the Ineos deciding to terminate his contract, I think it's actually a good something. Now they are in contact with Zinedine Zidane. Erik Ten Hag has shown that the Manchester United job is big for him and he can't handle the work. So they've been in contact with Zinedine Zidane. Don't forget, it's only one club Zinedine Zidane has coached in his entire career. That's Real Madrid. And he was successful at Real Madrid, winning 3 UEFA Champions League consecutively. That's what Zidane did at Real Madrid. Now Manchester United are in contact with him to make sure he comes in and then will come and then coach Manchester United. It will be a good decision or it will be a good signing for Manchester United because the personality of Zinedine Zidane in his playing days and even as a coach, he has won it all. So his presence in the dressing room will actually make the players see somebody they can even respect. You can't talk to him anyhow because what you are playing for, he has achieved everything as a footballer and as a coach. So what do you have to, to not respect Zinedine Zidane? So I think this is the kind of coach they need. I think it's also not bad when it comes to tactics and other things. Yes, he did well as Manchester at Real Madrid. If he comes to Manchester United, that will be his second club he's going to coach in professional football. So I think him signing, his personality will be good and he will actually help Manchester United, even in terms of mentality, to help Manchester. Now let's move on to FC Barcelona. Barcelona will be playing the El Clasico on the 26th of October. That will be the first leg this season. And Coldplay will be the shirt sponsor. Will be a group that their sign will be on the front or in front of the Barcelona shirt. So where the Spotify is, it won't be Spotify, it will be Coldplay sign. Since Spotify signed a contract with FC Barcelona, every El Clasico there's an artist whose sign is always on the front of the FC Barcelona shirt or JC. And this is we saw the Drakes, we saw Rihanna, and we saw this Gerard Piqué's Shakira. So now it's going to be Coldplay. So Coldplay is a music band in England, and they'll be on in front of the Barcelona JC. And according to Spotify and Coldplay, the revenue or the profits they are going to generate from that match, from the El Clasico, it's going to be donated to the High Commissioner for Refugees, the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, and then the Barca Foundation. I think it's actually going to be one good thing. I think Barcelona will make some good money out of it. We are all aware of the current financial situation of FC Barcelona. They are not all that stable, and therefore this kind of deals will actually help them bounce back, and then we'll generate more revenue, and they'll now be vibrant. And when it comes to transfers, now let's move on to the same Barcelona. So because of the financial instability in FC Barcelona currently, Deco and Juan Laporta, since his return, decided to negotiate or try to sign players on a low cost, either free transfer or players which are players that are not expensive for Barcelona. And according to reports, Barcelona will explore the free transfer market next summer and make sure they will bring in new players, quality players to add up to make sure the squad is actually broad and they will have enough quality to compete. And according to reports, there are certain players who will be free next summer. One of them is Afonso Davies. Jonathan David would also be free next summer. Jonathan Tah will also be free. And Barcelona would like to make sure these players, at least they might sign one of them to also add up to the squad. Let's take them one after the other and analyze them and how they are actually going to impact FC Barcelona. Now, let's start with Jonathan Tah. He's one of the good defenders currently at Bayer Leverkusen and for the German national team. The success story of Xabi Alonso in Bayer Leverkusen last season, you can't talk about it and eliminate or evict Jonathan Tah from it. He was a crucial member. He was a crucial member in the Leverkusen setup last season, and his contract will be expiring in the summer or in 2025 next transfer window. And now check the Barcelona defense. They have Ronald Araujo, they have Christiansen, Pau Kubasi, Inigo Martinez, Eric Garcia, and even Jules Koundé as a centre back. So will that signing be necessary. I don't think it will be necessary for FC Barcelona. Yes, on a free, you might say him coming on a free will not cost Barcelona any transfer fee, but his wages. And then what is he coming to add that Barcelona do not have it right now? Because he's more or less he's more of an aggressive defender. You have that in Ronaldo Araujo and Inigo Martinez. So he's not an upgrade of the current centre backs Barcelona do have. I don't think his signing will be actually necessary, or I think Barcelona shouldn't waste in huge time signing Jonathan Tah. Now, Alfonso Davies is what I think will be the key signing for FC Barcelona if they're able to acquire his signature. There was information, there were rumors last season that he has agreed in personal terms with Real Madrid and he'll be leaving Bayern Munich and then he'll be joining Real Madrid next summer. But he hasn't agreed any terms with Real Madrid, and now Barcelona has shown interest. And with the influence of Hansi Flick, don't forget, Alfonso Davies' best season at Bayern Munich was under Hansi Flick, and he's one player Hansi Flick admires a lot. We have Alejandro Balde on the left, but Alejandro Balde cannot be compared to Alfonso Davies when it comes to experience and when it comes to quality. Yes, Alejandro Balde is a young and talented prospect who will mature and can become a great left back in future. But at the moment, I think Alfonso Davies is an upgrade of Alejandro Balde. And even with the signing of Alfonso Davies will help Balde to mature and improve some aspects of his game. I think it will actually help Barcelona. Instant improvement, instant impact, and then other things. I think Alfonso Davies will be good on the left. Now, Balde is not reliable because of injuries. Don't forget, last season, he didn't play even up to 10% of matches last season. He got injured. So, he can't be relied on because of his injury record. Now, Jonathan David, yes, another striker from Lille Metropole. Lewandowski is 36 years old, and you can't expect Lewandowski to give you more goals next season. Even this season, he's scoring, even though he's scoring goals this season, but he's not somebody you can rely on for a longer period. So a certain Jonathan David is in there on a free transfer. I think he'll be a good addition. He's not a top class or world class centre forward who can guarantee you 20 or 30 plus goals every season. No, he's not on the standard of Robert Lewandowski. He's not on the standard of Erling Haaland and other top quality strikers in European football. But we are signing this guy on a free transfer. We are not paying a dime for this guy. So I think on a free, Jonathan David will be a good signing for FC Barcelona this season on a free transfer. Is actually going to help FC Barcelona. Now Barcelona will play Sevilla this weekend, and on Wednesday they will play Bayern Munich, and the weekend next week 26, next 2 weeks 26. Barcelona will play Real Madrid in the El Clasico. And good news is that Dani Olmo was involved in the training session today. Gavi will be given green light and he'll be part of the squad in the match against Sevilla. And then one good news, Lamine Yamal and Robert Lewandowski all train in the group today and they'll be available for the match against Sevilla. But Lamine Yamal will be rested and won't play the match. Even if he will play just some 5-6 minutes, to gain match fitness. I think that's what is currently happening in FC Barcelona. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's Albertine Sports.